Okay, guys, it seems that now it's time for miracles. What do I mean by that? Time for miracles? I'm referring to a book which is called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, and there's quite a hype around the book, and you also find lots on it on the internet. So it became very famous during the last years. So, and what's the story in this book? Hal tells that he was shaken by fate twice in his life. Once it was health issues, and the second was financial issues. And the second time he could hardly get up in the morning, and he was really in a bad crisis. But of course he knew that establishing a good routine every day would bring him back into his power, because he was successful. He had been successful, and he knew all these authors. He was a coach himself, so he knew that if you find your routine to bring yourself into a good condition, that this would finally make your whole life feel better and make you achieve what you want to achieve. But he just couldn't. It was hard for him to get up in the morning, and so he was trying to put this routine somewhere later in the day, and never found the time to really execute all the things he wanted to do. And in the evening he was too tired. So finally he decided that he would just get up at 5 o'clock, that he would set his alarm clock, and he would just go for what he thought was great for himself. And he really didn't consider himself as a morning person, so it was very hard to him. But finally he did. And this did so good to him and brought him back to a great life, that he decided that he would not only dedicate 1 hour a day to his exercises, but even more. So he set his alarm at 4 o'clock, and it even made more miracles happen. And so he started teaching his clients, his coaching clients, about his miracle morning, and they started to tell other people. And so this is how it finally became famous. So he also started writing the book. And now you find lots of resources on the internet. And what Hal is telling about what he is doing, what his morning routine is all about, he calls them his lifesavers. This is sort of an acronym, or it's an acronym, showing 6 different things that he does every morning. So S stands for silence, and with silence he means meditation. So some sort, either just a silent meditation or a guided meditation, or just watching your breath go in and out. Anything that helps you to be quiet for a moment and to calm down and to breathe deep, that is what he calls silence. A is for affirmations, and affirmations are your goals formed in a sentence. So you sit down and you define your goals, and then you say it out in a positive way. So you say as if you already reached it. And you find your affirmations and you repeat them every day in the morning, and you make sure that you really feel that you achieved it. Quite similar is visualizations, which is the next one. So you do not only feel where you want to go, but you also visualize, you also see it in your inner eye, and you can see yourself already establishing everything that you want to have. Next is exercise, and he's mainly talking about doing yoga and running, but he also says that just some jumping jacks can do as well. Next is reading. He says that if you read something that brings you forward, that makes you think about things every day, then you read lots of books in a year if you do it on a daily basis. And the last one is scribing. He means journaling, either in a just normal way, in a usual way of writing what had happened the last day, or you can do it any other way. So he tells a lot about the way he does his savers, but he only recommends to do it the same way. He also leaves a lot of freedom on doing it somehow else. So this is what he does, and you can find your own ways of performing these 6 savers, or you can also have your own choice. What should be important to you is that these things really make you self-centered, that they really bring you into your inner power, so that from this miracle morning, real miracles can happen, because you're radiating all the power, all this really coming home to yourself, that you can radiate it the whole day. And so just transform your day to be extraordinary. As he said, he was even spreading it into 2 hours every day because he considered it so great. But he also has like the quick pack that you only do 1 minute of each. So it's 6 minutes in total if you do not have time. So I would just recommend you that you think about what you could take out of this and what you could establish to do every morning, just to bring yourself into power the first thing in the morning, and to radiate from there, from your inner power for the whole day, and make miracles happen also in your life. For me, myself, I do exercise almost every morning, I have to admit. I usually go for a run in the morning, and I also sit in silence almost every day. There are some exceptions. And I also practice all the other things, but not on a regular daily basis. So I'm not a complete miracle performer. But I would suggest to you that you think about it and that you pick yourself out whatever you consider being of great help for you to even perform better. And these are really useful habits to establish in your life and to bring into your daily schedule.